We've got something for you lower league managers today. Instead of the Wonderkids and the superstars that we usually do videos on, today we'll be focusing on those players that you can sign in your lower leagues even if you have zero transfer budget. We'll be looking at free agents that are good enough for both League 1 in England, League 2 in England, and even some that will join non-league clubs, so there'll be something here for all of you hopefully. Surprisingly, there is some real talent on offer who would be willing to join these non-league sides. So without further ado, let's run the intro and show you some of these stars. Welcome to the video everyone, I'm Jake for FMSCOUT, and as mentioned we've got some serious talent that you can sign for free for your lower division sides. I'm managing Wrexham here in the 5th division of English football, the National League, and all of the players in this list would be willing to join Wrexham. I understand they are a high level National League side, but still it's a good reference point. We've got a massive list to get into, but first I just want to let you guys know I'm super close to 10,000 subscribers on my own channel. It's linked in the description. We need our last handful to get to that mark now, so if you could be a legend, come over, hit the subscribe button. I would massively appreciate it. We've got a Leicester save going on, but enough about that. Let's get into player number one. And we start off with 35-year-old Danny Simpson. Don't worry, not all of these will be old players. We've got a mix of free players here who are great in terms of their current ability, such as Danny Simpson, but we've also got some younger players who have pretty high potential ability as well to help grow your club as you go up the divisions. But Danny Simpson, part of that Leicester title winning side, a key part actually, their main right back during that season. He's 35 years of age now, available on a free transfer, and whilst his pace isn't there anymore, he's still got good natural fitness, stamina, strength, very good mental attributes, and his technicals are also very good. Marking, tackling, crossing, all at a good level. If you're looking for a right back for a year or two, Danny Simpson would be a great choice. Player number two is a player who is great now but also has potential to get even better. It is 25-year-old ex-England under-21 striker Jerome Sinclair. Now, if you guys want to get a look at these players in your save without going into their wage demands and whatnot, remember you can go to the transfer section and offer them a trial, give them a few weeks at your club to take a look at them and see if you think they'll be good enough. But this 6-foot striker has good physical attributes, decent mental attributes, but very good technicals for a player who'd be willing to play in non-league. 14 first touch, 14 dribbling, 12 finishing, 13 technique. This guy is the real deal up top. An ex-product of the West Brom and Liverpool academies, at one point signing for Watford for £4 million. He's never really managed to score goals, but maybe his luck will change when he joins your side. Proper captain material at the back here. 33-year-old New Zealand international Winston Reid is available on a free. He was a big part of West Ham's Premier League teams of the last decade or so. Those mental attributes are incredible, and yes, he's not quick, he's old, we get it. At 33 years of age, he's actually still got a few years left in him, and whilst he might be slow, he's definitely worth the pickup. We're a non-league side with Wrexham, but I imagine he could easily still play at a League 1, League 2 level. Next, we have another player who is more on the potential side of things, and that is George McEachran, an English 21-year-old who has incredible passing range actually for a free agent. 16 technique, 13 passing, 11 finishing, good first touch and dribbling, and whilst those other attributes are letting him down quite a lot, if you're looking for a playmaker in your side, he would not be a bad choice. He's a Chelsea Academy graduate, was at Cobham for a number of years, so you know a lot of the time these players have a lot of quality. He's had a couple of loans, it never really worked out, and now he is available as a free agent, and I think he'd do a good job for a number of clubs. But if you're looking for a similar player to help you right now, then John Bostock would be a good choice. A 30-year-old playmaker in the middle of a park with great vision, passing and technique, decent physicals, mentals and technicals, actually very well balanced. He joined Tottenham from Crystal Palace at a young age, and I do remember having a Match of the Day magazine when I was a kid where this guy had a whole story about him, about how he was going to be the future of English football, but you can kind of see that didn't really work out. But he played in League 1 for the last couple of seasons and played quite a lot of games, so it looks like he is a player of that level at the very least, and I think a great pickup in the middle of a park. We have got a lot of players to go through, so I'm going to speed along a little bit, but don't forget, if you do enjoy this video or you find it useful, to like it, hit the subscribe button as we push for 150k, and drop your recommendations of free agents in the comments down below. But it's another Chelsea Academy product in Cole De Silva, a 23-year-old Welshman who would be perfect for this Wrexham team. Very versatile, very quick, and is already rated as a very good option here at Wrexham. He went from Luton to Chelsea, where he spent a few years in their academy, then to Brentford on a free, then to a team in Croatia, then to Oxford, where he played a little bit, but now he is still available, and I think he could definitely still do a pretty good job for your side and has a lot of potential yet to grow. Alexander Coulvelier is one of the more out there picks on this list, I guess. A 36-year-old Frenchman, probably doesn't have too much time left, a proper veteran winger as you can see here, but he still has a lot of pace, some nice technicals and some pretty good mentals as well. I think this guy looks like the real deal on that left-hand side. He's got all the attributes you'd want him to have. He's never really left France until very recently, where he went to a club in Canada. He wasn't really playing for them, but there is a player of real quality here, and I think he could do a great job for you. Yaya Sanogo is our next player, who has incredible physical attributes. 6'4", 15 heading. This is your target man for the lower divisions. 8 under-21 caps for France with 5 goals. He had a lot of potential back in the day. You can see he played a handful of games for Arsenal, then for Crystal Palace, ended up playing for Toulouse in the first division of France for a couple of years, and is now a free agent after a very brief stint at Huddersfield. He's a perfect non-league striker. Lump the ball up to him and watch him do his magic. 29 years of age, still a lot of time yet to play, and I think one of the better pickups in this list. You'll have to act quick on this guy. It's Callum Harriott, a 28-year-old with 9 caps for his national team of Guyana. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there. At the start of your saves, he'll be wanted by a bunch of clubs. You can see Crawley, Notts County, Plymouth and Rochdale all want a piece of him, and you can see why. Able to play on both wings, can cut inside from that right-hand side of the pitch with his left foot, with his great physical attributes and very good technicals as well. Spent the majority of his career at Charlton before going to Colchester, then played here and there for Reading. He then signed for Colchester permanently and was a big part of their side by the looks of it in League Two for the last couple of years. He's been in those lower divisions of English football for a while. He can clearly do a job of it, so why not pick him up for your team? Ryan Cassidy is a player with a fair bit of potential, considering he is a free agent available to sign in the non-leagues. A 21-year-old Irish striker with good physical attributes and the technicals that you'd want of him, really. Yes, his technique and passing aren't great, but if we're just looking for a poacher in the box or an advanced forward, Ryan Cassidy could do the job. Part of Watford's youth sides for a while, he's now a free agent that you can sign. Luke Dreher looks like an exceptional pickup for a non-league side because his technicals and mentals are very, very strong. It's only his physicals where he's let down, but you can certainly find a role for him in midfield that would hopefully negate those issues. Luke Dreher is 23 years of age with a lot of room still to get better. Crystal Palace academy player for a number of years, went to Bromley, didn't play, and now available as a free agent. Martin Craney is another veteran fullback similar to Danny Simpson that we looked at the start of this video. 35 years of age, plenty of under 21 international caps, 6 foot tall, good physicals whilst he has lost a little bit of that acceleration and pace, but his mentals and technicals are very well balanced. Southampton, Yeovil, Portsmouth, Barnsley, Huddersfield, Middlesbrough, lots and lots of championship football under his belt, a decent bit of Premier League football as well, but mainly a championship player. Recently played a load of games for Luton, so he's still got that quality and he's available as a free agent. Final 4 players in this list now, and we have a 19-year-old Zambian international with 2 caps by the name of Ntezanya Mayembe, and he is wanted instantly by a bunch of clubs here, including Birmingham, Wigan, amongst many others. Recently let go by Cardiff in the Championship. You can see there's a lot that this player still needs to learn. He's not really well-rounded in his attributes at all, and whilst he does have a few nice technicals, everything else is kind of lacking, but he is 19, he's the youngest player on this list, has a decent bit of potential with some room yet to grow, so maybe, just maybe, he'd be worth a try in your save. I imagine his wage demands wouldn't be too high and could certainly do a job in a couple of years for you. We've looked at a couple of 30-odd-year-old right-backs, but now we have a 27-year-old right-back who still has a lot of time left in his career. It is Ryan McLaughlin, a Northern Ireland international, formerly of Liverpool. He's been around the block playing for Aberdeen, then a lot of League One football for Rochdale, Blackpool, Oldham and Morecambe. Now available as a free agent. Good physicals, mentals and technicals are all right as well. We're not expecting a world-class player, but he could do a shift at right back. Reece Bennett is a 30-year-old centre-back who can play a few other roles as well. 6'4", commanding at the back with great natural fitness and jumping reach, heading ability as well, good tackler, decent passer. Lots of interest in him right from the off, a player who's been around at Bolton, then Falkirk, Rochdale, amongst many other clubs. Most recently, he's been playing League One, League Two football to a decent degree, so I don't see why he couldn't do it for your sides. He's not much of a leader, mind you, but he's someone that can put in that graft in that centre-back role. We finish off with the youngest player in this list. It's 17-year-old Albanian Ronaldo Toraj. It's not Torag, is it? It's going to be Toraj or something like that. He's a free agent, having left Tottenham's youth setup, and he has some decent quality. Good passing, first touch, crossing, some okay mental attributes in there. Another one where he needs a lot of time to develop yet. You won't be signing him to get you promoted, but maybe in a couple of years, he could be a key player for your side. He just needs that chance and a little bit of development. But there you go, guys. That is, I think, 15 or so free agent players that you can pick up for your non-league sides or your lower division sides. You can see there was a mix of quality, a mix of age ranges, but all of these have an interest in Football Manager of joining Wrexham in the non-league. So there's a good chance you'll be able to pick him up for your sides. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. And finally, like I've said, you can check out my channel in the description as we get very, very close to 10k subs. So any support will be massively, massively appreciated. But most of all, have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.